Go ahead. Hey, but Shalom. All right, first and foremost, if I get started, I'm going to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahawadash. I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being good example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the hope of the leg on the four corner, presenting truth and sincerity. Salaki, the great song. All right, this is Burning the Bar. I was just coming to a little quick lesson. All right, lunch live special. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. As you can see on the screen, a lady getting her food snatched. Yeah, it was funny to me, but me thinking in the spirit, I'm like, damn, that's Esau. Because what came to mind was Joel, the 20th chapter. When he about to fulfill his belly, like she was doing, all right, finna get her grub on, what happened? Her food was snatched from her. And likewise, Esau Edom, his kingdom, it will be snatched from him. You know, the scriptures say, O Lucifer, how thou fallen from heaven, like lightning, meaning quick. All right, because Esau Edom, the so-called white people, all right, they are in their heavens. But the Most High Yahweh, all right, through Yahweh shine the angels, and the other nations is going to bring this devil down. And he'll never ever rise again. All right, we in that fulfillment. All right, or the light of the wicked is being put out. So I'm going to get this precept in Job 20 and 21. And like I say, I'm looking at this spiritually. Look at her. Wham! That's Esau. When he think he got it all figured out, you know, the MOTB is implemented, you know, throughout the earth, guess what? His destruction going to come upon him. All right, because in the meantime, between time, him setting up this charagma, what's going to be going on in the world? All right, and Daniel 12 chapter speaks about, all right, a great time like never before. Because how else he going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive the charagma? Right? It's going to be a way that he's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And it's by putting a squeeze on the wants and the needs of the people. And within that, all right, we speak about Jacob trouble. We speak about martial law. We speak about great times of war and evil and pestilence and, you know, great destruction, you know, mass chaos. This is what's going to be happening. So the Lord going to have to defend. The Lord going to have to step in. All right? And guess what's going to happen? The Lord going to rain it upon him while he's eating. And that rain is going to them thermonuclear missiles, which is going to end his kingdom. So this is Job 20 and 21. All right, and it says, thou shalt none of his meat. Now, matter of fact, let me start up. I started 19. Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor. And who is the poor? The Israelites. All right? Because he have violently taken away houses which he builded not. And that's what he doing. And that's what he did when he came over here. All right, Gad and Reuben. He didn't build what they have established, but he took it. By what? Rape, rob, and murder. All right? It says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. Because it's everything now when we seeing sedition among men, you know, the protesting, no king protesting, that's the sign of him, all right, not receiving quietness in his body, which is going to the mind because people are in the uproars. People are protesting. People are against, you know what I'm saying, Trump, against the laws and the statutes they're trying to implement. You see that? They're against it. So he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desire. His infrastructure, his empire, Babylon the Great, to continue forever. That's in Psalms. They say it's in their mind, they dwell in place shall dwell from generation to generation. All right? But it said, there shall be none of his meat left. Therefore shall no man look for his good, because Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Remember, this is a no man's land after the missiles hit this place. Right? So ain't no man gonna look for their goods, meaning they money, they merchandise. No. All right. You got the other nations starting to go back to their own land because they see, all right, the fall of America. But it also said in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. All right, that mean a place of difficulties. All right, which he gonna be like, they say in the world, I'm gonna turn a rock in a hard plate. That's Esau. As he get closer to implementing this charagma, he gonna be between a rock and a hard plate. All right, because the devils know, these elites know. All right, but the Most High have it in their mind, which is a block from them. All right, which is like I like to say, the Most High got them in a trick bag. He put that pride on them to still fulfill his will. But it says when the fulfillment of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, as you see this woman, she'll just gonna get her grub on. She's like, hey, yeah, it smells good, it's hot. Look at her. She looked at it, and he just snatched it away. So when he is about to fulfill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. And what is the wrath of the Lord? Let's grab it. Isaiah 66 and 15. It said, for the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind. The chariots speaking about what? The so-called UFOs, which is the IFOs, because they identified in the scriptures as our salvation vehicles. All right, because how else the elect gonna be saved, delivered? All right, it's through it's through those chariots, man. All right, they're gonna beam us up through the midst of the fire. But it says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, with the chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebukes with flames of fire. You see? For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be many. All right? And their plea going to judge, because it's stated in Isaiah 34. All right? Because, my friend, let me go back to Job real quick. It says, when he is about to fulfill his belly, go back to Job 20:23. When he is about to fulfill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast his spirit upon him while he is eating, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right? So when you go into that raining while he is eating, they link up with Isaiah 34 and 4. But I can start at 1 because of time's sake. Come near, ye nations, and hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. Because why? Everyone got to hear their judgment. All right, the other nations, start with Moab, Ammon, they all got to hear their judgment. And their judgment is what? Captivity. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his spirit is upon all their armies, and he have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. And it's the power of the Lord, as he declared the end from the beginning. Because these things ain't happened yet, as in the other nations, all right, being destroyed, Esau, Edom being taken down out of power. But guess what? It's yet to come, and the prophets is set up, all right. Ooh, man, 1444. That means that was the elect and mercy. Cold, man. But like I say, these nations, all right, is set up. Right? It says, he had utterly destroyed them. The slain also shall be cast out. The stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood. Just the point. It said, all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falling from a vine, and a fallen fig from a fig tree. For my sword, which is the missiles, shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, that's their rain. Remember, the first death when the Lord flooded the earth with water, but it rained. Right? Now, this second rain, known as the second death, is going to be by what? Fire. I can grab that. But it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and the heaven going to the atmosphere. All right? Which going to the waters of Shemayim. When we look up in the sky, they're going to be shopping one end of the earth to the other. That's why it's known as intercontinental ballistic missiles. But it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and it shall come down upon Idumea. Idum is the Greek word, how to say Edom, which is Edom tied to Esau. Esau is tied to the so-called white people. And upon my people are my curse to judgment. You see? So this video, once again, is spiritual, as I took it. Because that's how Esau going down. Quick, fast, in a hurry. All right? So, Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters edified. Next time, Shalom, Baba Baba, Rakaka, and may the Lord continue to bless y'all day. All right?